Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh urges political parties and leaders to refrain from involving Parliament or the President in any controversy. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya inaugurates International Conference on India Pharma and India Medical Device in New Delhi. BJP-led NDA Government completes 9 years in the centre today. Centre forms steering committee to review and monitor Cheetah translocation project to Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh. In Malaysia, Masters Badminton PV Sindhu and Prannoy enter single semi-finals at Kuala Lumpur. And India to take on Belgium in the European leg of the FIH Pro League 2022-23 beginning in London this evening. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has urged political parties and leaders to refrain from involving the Parliament or the President in any controversy. Mr. Singh emphasized in a tweet that the new Parliament House stands as a powerful embodiment of India's democratic resolve and the aspirations of its 140 crore citizens. He said that its inauguration ceremony is set to mark an unprecedented historic occasion with no parallel in this century. Clarifying the nature of the event, Mr. Singh underlined that the ceremony serves as the official inauguration of the new Parliament House and no parliamentary session has been convened.
यह तो संसद भवन के उद्घाटन का समारोह है, अतः हमें संवैधानिक सत्र और सार्वजनिक समारोह का अंतर समझना चाहिए। राजनीतिक विरोध के अनेक अवसर आते जाते रहेंगे और मैं यही आग्रह करूंगा कि जिन दलों ने समारोह के बहिष्कार का निर्णय लिया है वे अपने फैसले पर राजनीतिक लाभ हानि से परे जाकर वह पुनर्विचार करें और इस समारोह में भाग लेकर ऐतिहासिक क्षण के वह साक्षी बने। मैं यही अपील करना चाहूंगा।
Union Chemicals and Fertilizers Minister Mansukh Mandaviya has asked the pharma and the medical device industries to focus on the manufacturing of affordable and quality products. He inaugurated the International Conference on Pharma and the Medical Device sector in New Delhi today. He said quality cannot be compromised in this competitive industry and the government is taking measures to ensure it. He stressed on the need for joint efforts to ensure the manufacturing of the best medicines and medical devices in the country. He informed that the government is going to bring the production-linked incentive scheme for basic chemicals to boost the industry.
इंडिया में फार्मा सेक्टर, मेडिकल डिवाइस सेक्टर ये बहुत बड़ा सेक्टर है। रिक्वायरमेंट की दृष्टि से भी, इंडस्ट्रीज की दृष्टि से भी। फिक की और मिनिस्ट्री ने मुझे बराबर याद है, बार बार मीटिंग करते थे, कैसे करेंगे। आज ये 8वीं कॉन्फ्रेंस है। कॉन्फ्रेंस का फायदा है, केवल कॉन्फ्रेंस होती है ऐसा नहीं कि हम फार्मा सेक्टर में पीएलआई स्कीम 1, पीएलआई स्कीम 2 लाए। यही कॉन्फ्रेंस, यही संवाद का नतीजा है कि हम बल्क ड्रग पार्क, 3 बड़े बल्क ड्रग पार्क बनाने की दिशा में आगे बढ़े।
Dr. Mandaviya underlined that the Narendra Modi government is pro-poor and pro-farmer, but it also wants the industry to grow. The minister lauded the work of the pharma industry during the COVID-19 period.
तो यही एथोस ने हमें दुनिया के साथ तालमेल करके, दुनिया के साथ सहयोग करके सह अस्तित्व का सिद्धांत सिखाया है। यही एथोस ने हमें दुनिया के साथ विपरीत परिस्थिति में सहयोग करने के लिए सिखाया है। हम सब लोगों ने देखा, नहीं केवल हिंदुस्तान में लेकिन दुनिया में कोविड क्राइसिस आई और कोविड क्राइसिस में हमारी क्षमता थी मेडिसिन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करना। हमारी क्षमता का लाभ लेके हम दुनिया में कैसे मददरूप हो सके और यही हमारी इंडस्ट्रीज है। सबका साथ और सबका प्रयास का सिद्धांत पर हमने काम किया।
The BJP-led NDA government under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi completes 9 years today. The BJP has launched a month-long mass outreach campaign from the 30th of this month to mark the completion of 9 years of the government at the centre. Under the campaign, the party will be holding several events and rallies across the country between 30th of May to 30th of next month. Events will be organized at districts, blocks and booth levels. Special campaigns will be run in parliament constituencies. Union ministers, BJP office bearers and leaders will popularize the policies and achievements of the central government during the month-long campaign. As the Narendra Modi government completes 9 years in office today, Akashvani News presents a series of special stories on the government's initiatives. Today we take a look at the Prime Minister Jan Dhan Yojana in the state of Telangana. As per the Social Security Administration survey, the state has achieved 100% coverage of the scheme. Benefits of 135 welfare schemes and programs under 20 departments are credited to these zero balance bank accounts of the beneficiaries. Here is more in this report.
Asha Jyoti from Warangal district of Telangana, who opened her Jan Dhan bank account, says it is very helpful for her.
मेरा नाम आशा ज्योति है। मैं वरंगल में रहती हूँ। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने गरीब लोगों के लिए जन धन परियोजना देना हमारे लिए बहुत उपयोगी होता है। प्रधानमंत्री जन धन परियोजना से बैंक खाता लिया हूँ। यह जो शून्य खाता है, इसके साथ मैं रुपये डेबिट कार्ड भी लिया हूँ। इस खाता के द्वारा मुझे कभी पैसों की जरूरत होता है तो 5,000 रुपये ओवरड्राफ्ट भी आती है। मुझे पैसे जरूरत है तो बैंक से लेके बाद में बैंक में भर्ती भी करती हूँ।
Mohammad Khalim resides near the historic Charminar of Hyderabad, has become a strong advocate for Jan Dhan bank accounts of late among his known people as it proved beneficial to him.
मैं PM जन धन योजना का जीरो अकाउंट ओपन करा तो इसमें मेरे को फैसिलिटीज है। मैं घर का नहीं भी ओपन कराया और बहुत अच्छी फैसिलिटी है गरीबों के वास्ते। हमारे मोदी सरकार की तरफ से बहुत अच्छी फैसिलिटी आई हुई है।
Similarly, Telangana state has over 1 crore 11 lakh Jan Dhan bank account holders by the middle of this month. As per the official records, these accounts have a balance of over 3,000 crore rupees. However, as the footprint of banking services has expanded to the nook and corner of the state, over 61 lakh people have opened their Jan Dhan bank accounts in rural areas, whereas nearly 50 lakh people in urban areas have the zero balance accounts. With Sharma and Veenavani, Lakshmi, Akashvani News, Hyderabad.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. President Draupadi Murmu concluded her 3-day visit to Jharkhand and left for New Delhi today. The President's tour to Jharkhand underlined new aspects of infrastructure development, technological penetration, accessible judicial system, growth in higher education, entrepreneurship and empowerment of tribal women. Our correspondent gives the highlights of the President's visit.
President Draupadi Murmu became the fourth and the youngest president to offer prayers at Baba Baidyanath Dham temple in Devghar. She inaugurated and dedicated to the nation the newly built greenfield building of High Court of Jharkhand, which is the largest ever court premise in the country, spread over an area of 165 acres of land. President Draupadi Murmu was the first president to grace the convocation ceremony of any IIIT in the last 5 years. Shilpi, Akashvani News, Ranchi.
The National Tiger Conservation Authority, NTCA, has constituted a Cheetah Project Steering Committee to review progress, monitor and advise on the cheetah introduction to the Madhya Pradesh Forest Department and NTCA. The 11-member committee will be headed by Global Tiger Forum Secretary General Dr. Rajesh Gopal. It will also have a 4-member consulting panel of international cheetah experts. The committee will also be responsible for opening of the cheetah habitat for eco-tourism, suggest regulations and advise on community interface for the involvement in the project activities. Since last year, 20 cheetahs have been translocated to Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh from Namibia, and 4 of them have been released from the fenced acclimatization camps into free-ranging conditions. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha inaugurated key infrastructure projects at Gandarbal in central Kashmir today. Addressing the event, the LG said the projects dedicated to the people of Gandarbal are testimony to the government's commitment to accelerate the development of the district. He said upgradation of rural roads, construction of link roads and bridges will bring economic prosperity and social empowerment in the lives of more than 4 lakh residents. The Lieutenant Governor also congratulated the people of Jammu and Kashmir for the successful G20 meeting. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration FDA has granted full approval to oral antiviral COVID-19 treatment Paxlovid for adults. The approval for the first oral antiviral pill developed by the drug maker Pfizer will also provide doctors with more flexibility in prescribing the drugs to adults with severe COVID symptoms. In a statement, FDA said the efficacy of Paxlovid was primarily supported by the final results of the EPIC-HR clinical trial. Data presented by both the FDA and Pfizer helped ease safety concerns around a potential rebound in COVID-19 symptoms after a 5-day Paxlovid course. The Indian Meteorological Department IMD has said rainfall will continue at many places across the country today, with many places in the plains of northwest India to also experience thunderstorms. In the northeast also, Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura will witness heavy rainfall at isolated places. Talking to Akashvani, Director IMD Chandigarh, Manmohan said the impact of western disturbance will be felt today as well.
Since last few days, western disturbance is affecting northwest India and we are getting the rainfall over entire northwest India. Punjab and Haryana received the rainfall at many places during last few days. Temperature also dropped from 45 degrees to 35 degrees. At least during last 2 to 3 days, there is a drop of 10 to 12 degrees of temperature. And WD will affect today also. Thereafter from 27 onward.
In Rajasthan, there has been extensive damage in many districts due to strong thunderstorm that hit the state last night. 12 people lost their lives and many others injured in incidents caused by the storm in Tonk district alone. Tonk district collector Chinmaya Gopal told Akashvani that people died due to house and wall collapse. She said that a survey of loss of life and property is being conducted. Strong winds continued at various places in the state. According to the Met Department, there is possibility of continuation of thunderstorms and rain in the state for the next 3 to 4 days. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin will visit India next month to advance discussions on bilateral defense cooperation. The visit comes in the run-up to Prime Minister Modi's state visit. Defense cooperation is expected to figure prominently among the outcomes. In a statement, Secretary for Indo-Pacific Security Affairs in the Department of Defense, L.E. Ratner, said India and the U.S. are now more strategically aligned than ever before. He said defense relationship with India has always been top priority for America and could not continue in business as usual mode. Indian shuttlers PV Sindhu and Prannoy have advanced to the semi-finals of the Malaysia Masters. PV Sindhu, India's sole shuttler in the women's singles, defeated Zhang Yi-Man of China in the quarterfinals. Both shuttlers played fantastic badminton in the first game, with Sindhu leading 11-10 at the mid-game break. Sindhu made swift decisions to defeat the Chinese shuttler. Prannoy defeated Kenta Nishimoto of Japan 25-23, 18-21, 21-13. However, Kidambi Srikanth was eliminated in the quarterfinals, losing to Christian Adinata of Indonesia. In hockey, India will take on rivals Belgium today in the European leg of the FIH Pro League, which kicks off in London today. World number 4 India will take on Belgium and Great Britain in the European leg of the prestigious tournament. The match against Belgium today will be India's first Pro League of this season on foreign soil. So far, they have played all the matches at home. India will play 8 matches in Europe, 4 in London and 4 more in Eindhoven in the Netherlands. India currently leading the FIH Pro League points table with 19 points from an unbeaten mini-tournament against World Cup winners Germany and Commonwealth Games champions Australia in Rourkela. In 8 matches, they registered 5 outright victories and 2 from shootouts. In IPL cricket, Mumbai Indians will take on Gujarat Titans in the second qualifier at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad today. The match will start at 7:30 p.m. The winner of today's match will take on Chennai Super Kings in the final to be played on Sunday. While Gujarat Titans, who were the table toppers during most of the tournament, lost to CSK in the first qualifier on Tuesday, Mumbai Indians registered a thumping win over Lucknow Super Giants on Wednesday. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh urges political parties and leaders to refrain from involving Parliament or the President in any controversy. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya inaugurates International Conference on Indian Pharma and India Medical Device in New Delhi. BJP-led NDA Government completes 9 years in the centre today. Centre forms steering committee to review and monitor Cheetah translocation project to Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh. In Malaysia, Masters Badminton PV Sindhu and Prannoy enter single semi-finals at Kuala Lumpur. And India to take on Belgium in the European leg of the FIH Pro League 2022-23 beginning in London this evening. And with that, we end the Midday News.